On the green plains, at the foothills of the Sahyadris, where monsoon clouds kiss ancient forts and rivers, whisper through centuries, lies a city that shaped the destiny of India, Pune. A city of scholars, warriors, rebels, and rulers. A city that has risen again and again from ashes to glory. This is Pune, the cultural heart of Maharashtra, the cradle of the Maratha Empire, and one of India's proudest historical cities. Let us trace its unforgettable journey. Ancient Pune, the forgotten beginnings 200 BC to 700 CE. Long before Pune became a political center, it existed as a small agricultural settlement on the banks of the Mula Mutha rivers. Archaeology shows that the region was inhabited as early as 200 BC during the Satvahana era. Later dynasties shaped its culture. Satvahanas from 200 BC to 200 CE. Early trade routes passed through this region. Rashtrakutas 750 to 973 CE built temples and fortified outposts around the Sahyadris. Yadavas of Devagiri 1189 to 1317 introduced Marathi literature, temple building, and irrigation systems. Pune wasn't a grand city yet, but it was becoming a cultural seed waiting to grow. Pune under Islamic rule and Shahaji era 1300 to 600 CE. After the Yadavas fell to the Delhi Sultanate, Pune came under the Bahmani Sultanate and later the Ahmednagar Sultanate. It became part of a turbulent frontier region where rebels, generals, and families constantly fought for power. And among them was a rising warrior family, the Bhosles. In 1599, the Ahmednagar Sultanate granted the region of Pune as a jagir to a brave general, Shahaji Raje Bhosle, father of the boy who could one day change Indian history. Under Shahaji, Pune began to revive. He constructed farms, temples, and administrative centers, but the real transformation came from his son, Pune and Shivaji Maharaj, the birthplace of a lion, from 1630 to 1680. In 1630, Shivaji was born at Shivneri Fort near Junnar. When he moved to Pune as a young boy, he lived in the Lal Mahal, built by his father. It was here that young Shivaji learned the art of war, gathered loyal companions like Tanaji, Baji Prabhu, Yasaji, understood the terrain of the Sahyadri Hills, dreamed of Swaraj, that is self-rule. From Pune, Shivaji Maharaj led daring campaigns. His first conquest was Torna Fort capturing in 1646. Then strategic forts were captured like Purandar, Kondhana, Singhabad, Rajgarh. Constant raids against the Mughals and Adil Shahis. Pune became the nerve center of the Swarajya movement, a city where rebellion was born and freedom took its first breath. Peshwa era, Pune becomes an empire's capital from 1700 to 1818. After Shivaji, the Maratha Empire expanded rapidly, but it was under the Peshwas, beginning with Balaji Vishwanath, that Pune reached its golden age. In 1730, Shaniwar Wada was built. The Peshwas made Pune their capital. Shaniwar Wada became the political heart of India's most powerful empire. From here, Peshwa Bajirao I led lightning conquest from Attock to Srirangapatna. The Maratha Empire became the largest Indian empire since the Mughals. Art, music, literature, dance, and architecture flourished. Pune evolved into the Oxford of the East. The city witnessed royal processions, war councils, court intrigues, and military strategies that changed the subcontinent's future. But all empires faced turning points. In 1761, the Marathas were defeated at the Battle of Panipat, shaking Pune's power. Yet, they rebuilt their strength and continued ruling till the 1800s. Finally, in 1818, after the Third Anglo-Maratha War, Pune fell to the British. Now, Pune under British rule from 1818 to 1947. Under British rule, Pune transformed into a major center of education, social reform, nationalist movements, literature, and theatre. Great figures emerged from Pune. One was Bal Gangadhar Tilak, popularly called Lokmanya, father of Indian nationalism. Then Gopal Krishna Gokhale, moderate reformer. Jyotiba and Savitri Bhai Phule, pioneers of women's education. Chapekar brothers, earlier revolutionaries. Institutions like Ferguson College, Deccan College, Savitri Bhai Phule's first girls' school made Pune India's intellectual capital. Pune became a city of thought, rebellion, and reform. Modern Pune, the cultural and industrial heart of Maharashtra from 1947 to the present. Post independence, Pune grew rapidly into an educational hub. Automobile industries like Tata, Bajaj, Bharat Forge, IT parks, that is Hinjawadi, defense research centers or like DRDO, NDA, ARD, film and theatre culture, vibrant Marathi identity. Today, Pune is known as the Oxford of the East, cultural capital of Maharashtra, IT and automobile powerhouse, and a blend of tradition, intellect, and modernity. From its ancient roots to its glorious Maratha heritage, from its Peshwa palaces to its modern industries, Pune remains a city of resilience, creativity, and pride. So, in a conclusion, we can say Pune is not just streets and buildings, it is a story, a heartbeat, a revolution, a city that shaped India's past and continues shaping its future, a city of Shivaji, a city of Bajirao, a city of Tilak, a city of knowledge, a city of culture, a city of power. This is Pune. If this journey through Pune's magnificent history touched your heart, then like this video, comment which city we should cover next, and subscribe to Hometown History for more cinematic stories of India's forgotten cities and glorious past. Thank you.